Stephen A., based on their playoff shortcomings in the series, is it time for us to all stop praising the process?
I think it is, but I want to emphasize, this is not a debate in terms of, my position about the process. We all know where I stand with this. No black man that I've ever known in professional sports has had a license to lose for years and keep their job. And that's what happened in Philadelphia. And if it wasn't for the intervention on the part of Commissioner Adam Silver, having a discussion with Josh Harris, who ultimately brought Jerry Colangelo on board, Sam Hinkie would have still been there losing for about a couple of more seasons on purpose. This is what their process entailed. I have a problem with it. It's a social issue for me. It offends me. I despise it. And I just ask that folks, I've even asked folks in Philadelphia, stop asking me about it, because my standard answer is going to be, call me when a black man is allowed to lose on purpose and still keep their job, and then we can have that discussion. Until then, I don't want to hear it. But go ahead, Max. Go ahead.
I got your back on that as far as this is concerned. It is not okay to live in a world where really what you're saying is trust the privilege. It is not okay to live in a world where only one group of people are privileged in such a way that all the tools available in the toolbox they can use at their discretion, but another group of people, a member of that group, would not be so entitled. That's not okay. What I would say in response to you is simply the privilege should be extended to everyone, and there shouldn't be rest until that is the case. Well, continue. Sorry.
And my response to you is thank you for saying that, because that's all I'm saying when I say I hate the process. Nothing more. Now, having said all of that, Max Kellerman, if we want to utilize the word process for the purposes of this discussion, I would sit up there and say to you, trust the process? Yeah, sure. How about trusting the process in Boston? In case people have missed it, excuse me, that's a process worth celebrating. Last time I checked, Jason Tatum's pretty young, about 19, 20 years of age. Jaylen Brown's pretty young, about 21, 22 years of age, okay? Terry Rozier's only in his third year in the league. I mean, when you look at it from that perspective, and you got a star in Kyrie that you traded for, you got a savvy veteran in Al Horford that you signed in free agency, you got an elite executive in Danny Ainge, you got an elite coach in Brad Stevens, and oh, by the way, chances are this process that everybody's been talking about, I'm sorry, unless you go out and get a LeBron James, if you're the Philadelphia 76ers, what evidence do you have exactly that tells us your process is better than the process in Boston?
Okay.
Let's not forget they stockpiled draft picks, too. They got that as well.
How about that?
Hold on.
How about that?
Hold on a second.
Go ahead,
The issue is not that they trusted the process. The issue is the Sixers didn't trust the process. They didn't follow through. You have to trust it all the way. Look at what happened. Why are the Sixers good? Insofar as they're good, why did they get this good? That's 100% Sam Hinkie, really. Like, Sam Hinkie handed Brian Colangelo, as it turns out. It should have never been Colangelo. They should have stuck with Hinkie. That was his plan. He wound up with Embiid. Simmons was the presumptive number one pick. Doesn't matter that Colangelo picked him. He was going to be picked number one overall. That was also Hinkie. You know what else Hinkie got? He got you Covington. You know who else he got? He found McConnell. All those players. You know what happened since Colangelo took over the team? You know the major move he made? Because you mentioned Jason Tatum. He's a young player, you said when last checked. Colangelo came in brilliantly and right away said this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him Tatum and a first-round pick, and I'm going to get back Markelle Fultz. That was Colangelo's big move. Imagine if right now, the Sixers not only had Embiid and Simmons, but had Tatum playing in the front court next to Embiid, still had that first-round pick, and still had Hinkie finding them players like McConnell and Covington, steals here and there.
I don't even.
Now the Sixers would be in shape. I don't really want to hear about Philly, Max.
They did not trust the process, and because they didn't trust the process, Boston clearly has a brighter future than Philadelphia, because Philadelphia didn't trust the process.